Hi, my name is Rimsha Naeem, and I'm a researcher, doctoral researcher at the University of Vaasa, and I'm a second-year doctoral researcher. So I came here. So this is like second time I'm coming here with this OpenInnoTrain Summer School. Very privileged to be here. Very thankful, and I would like to add on what was the motivation of me coming here this time, and what was the differences. It happened like this, that I came very early on at that stage of my career. I had just started doing as a researcher the literature review, and because my field is related to artificial intelligence, as we all know, that is so unique and new, and everybody's trying to explore where will it fall. Nobody basically knows yet, but it's the boom that everybody wants to do it, and everybody's so excited about it. So for me, I selected the topic, and I was ready to go into it. But what about the ramifications of it? What about the impact? I had no idea when I got selected for it, and I came here. And I chose first thing first, when Avni said, okay, choose personas. And I was like, okay, where do I fit in? And I thought, as a researcher, we were publishing in good journals, and, the citations, all of that, that was for me as a researcher, that was the impact, that's how I interpreted impact. But I didn't try to do it, I could say, more sustainably. Like, for those perspectives, I was completely way out of it. So I had no idea about how around me, what power did I contain in myself, and what could I do with it, with my words, or with the social group and communities. I had no idea that it could be so big. Just one individual could do so much. And so yeah, for me, that was like, I rated myself, oh, I'm high impact. But no, I wasn't. That was just my thinking, as we talked about this researcher's ego, that was the point where we were like, oh, okay, no, this is completely different. We have to acknowledge that there are, bigger challenges, bigger problems that are existing, and we are going to be in some way addressing to it or contributing to the solutions. So that was completely different. And for me, coming this time and, realizing, okay, so I need better approach, and I need better initiatives on myself. And I think for me, when I write a paper, that's just not enough. For a researcher, I guess it's a kind of like a personality trait mostly, that they think that, okay, we wrote a paper, if people read it, it's okay, but if they don't read it, they don't read it. But we as a researcher also has a responsibility to, make people listen, arrange these little, maybe, even in our universities, as we discuss this time and time again, that you can have little coffee chats, organize little workshops. Okay, what it's going to be contributing to, and more people can that way know more. Okay, they're like, okay, so you are doing something to it, and then you motivate others. So it's like a multiplier effect. So it propagates from one person to another. So I think the shyness has to be left out, and it really needs to be said really boldly and bluntly that, okay, these are the problems, and these are real problems. So real problems with real solutions. Yes, so basically what I was doing was just AI and, the technology. Okay, this is innovation. It's okay, it's very, upbeat, it's challenging, and it's changing lives, But what I was in a bubble, like I was only thinking of the progressive countries, okay, where it will be applying, okay, so it will be applying in very, highly educated and highly skilled environments. But what about the developing countries? And I am from developing country, I'm from Pakistan. So for me, the farming communities and the rural areas and their development really means really close to my heart. These are the topics that I feel really passionate about. So I was completely forgetting about my roots and what really motivates me, because I think that if I had continued on that path, eventually I would have started becoming more less interesting, and maybe I could have just maybe left research eventually if it hadn't gotten interesting for me. For me, I have some background in engineering, so doing really mattered to me. But when I came to the research side, it really lagged for my understanding last year. That was that okay, it's just the papers, it's just or what is on the paper is you, but that's not it. The case studies of the empirical studies that we as a researchers can do are really going to impact those communities. And for me now, I have selected this sustainable agricultural and sustainable farming, and how AI is now going to help the farmers. It's not like replacing the human technology or human skills. It's like you have like this human AI balances now, so it's more sustainable and it's more efficient. So I'm exploring a completely different world now. It's more balanced, it's more engaging, it's more sustainable. So for me now, it's amazing. Importance of impact. It's just a word when we say it. But it's not. It's the actions. It's the intention. It's the it's the power to propagate all this that you have learned, and then you can multiply it. So it's a whole new universe for early career researchers. I definitely recommend that they do come and learn what they are going to do, because then they can have a very streamlined career and very streamlined focus on okay, what matters and what is going to the impact worthiness and impact oriented approach that we keep telling us about. Fun, I guess that's the key. I think all of this academic year, we are so serious, we are so but this is the key, like this game learning thing, this game lessons, and how you have fun but you're also learning. So that is kind of like missing from other normal life. But the summer school really provides us to be more happy, more relaxed, but then you are so much producing so much, and then when you look at the end of the day that you have produced so much and you have done so many tasks, and you are like, oh, I cannot believe that we did it. So it's quite eye-opening experience, I would say. I think the professor mentioned has done an amazing job, contributing to the research community, and then to the project communities, and especially with in relation to University of Vaasa. She has been so amazing in giving us this opportunity to be a part of it and be so active in secondments, in part of the summer school. So it's an amazing project, I would say, that it has become so easier. When we talk about people coming together, it's really difficult to make available everybody so they can be together in the same room. But here you find the prospective educationists and professors and mentors, and they are so wholesome people that they add so much value to your knowledge and your work. And it's an amazing opportunity, I would say, and very amazing work that the team has done.